It never occurred to me that silence could cut deeper than words, but that day, it was all I had. It was an unremarkable afternoon when I saw her. She was at our usual coffee shop, same corner table, same chair, but living a life that no longer included me. Across from her was someone new, a man who wasn't me. His smile held an intimacy that stung, and her laughter, real, unguarded, the kind she once reserved for me, pierced my chest. I stood outside, rooted to the spot, my pulse pounding like a war drum. I wanted to storm in, demand answers. When did this happen? What did I do? But instead I turned away. No words, no scene, just silence. I erased myself from her world, as if I'd never been part of it. I deleted our messages, unfollowed her online, tossed out the sweater she used to wear, the one that still carried her scent. It felt like amputating a part of myself to escape the spreading ache. Days bled into weeks, each moment stretched thin, as if time itself conspired to keep her memory alive. I convinced myself I was okay, that I deserved better, that she'd moved on. But in the quiet I wondered, did she ever think of me? Did she recall how I'd tuck her hair behind her ear? Or how I could always tell when her smile was forced? I didn't block her number. Some stubborn, foolish part of me clung to hope. Then one night, my phone glowed with her name. "Please, I need to see you." I stared at the words, half expecting them to disappear. My heart churned with anger and yearning, but I didn't respond, not immediately. Curiosity, or maybe pain, won out. We met at the park in a downpour, the kind that drenches you to the core and muffles everything but your heartbeat. She stood there soaked, mascara streaking her face, hands shaking. She didn't look like the woman I'd seen at the cafe. She looked shattered. Before I could speak, she rushed to me, wrapping her arms around me as if I still belonged to her. "I didn't choose him," she whispered. "I tried to move on, but it was always you." I stayed silent, not out of cruelty, but because I didn't trust my voice. My heart teetered between forgiveness and self-preservation. She stepped back, her eyes desperate. "When you walked away, I realized what I'd lost," she said, her voice breaking. "He wasn't you. You didn't know I chew my nails when I'm anxious, or that I hum when I'm lost in a book, or that I sob at those animal shelter ads. You didn't know I need to hear your heartbeat to fall asleep." My throat tightened. "I was scared," she admitted. "Scared of how much I loved you, scared I'd lose myself. So I pushed you away, and I hated myself the moment I saw you that day. You looked at me, but it was like I was invisible." I swallowed hard, remembering her with him, feeling like I'd been erased. "You weren't mine anymore," I managed to say. Her eyes brimmed with tears. "I never stopped being yours." We stood there drenched raw, caught in a web of things we hadn't said. "I'm not asking for everything back," she said softly. "I'm just asking you to hear me, to let me try to fix this." My defenses were high, built from sleepless nights. From mornings I woke reaching for her only to find emptiness. But looking at her, vulnerable, trembling, real, I saw the woman I'd fallen for. The one who danced barefoot in my living room, who stayed up past midnight just to talk about my day, who saw something in me when I couldn't see it myself. My silence broke. "I walked away because seeing you with him broke something I didn't know could break," I said. She nodded, tears mixing with the rain. "I thought I wasn't enough." Her voice cracked. "You were always more than enough." The rain wasn't the only thing falling. I didn't promise her forever that night. There was no grand storybook reunion, but I let her take my hand. I let her talk. I let her cry. And maybe that was the start. Not of the old story, but of a new one, written with honesty, healing, and the tentative rediscovery of a love that, against all odds, hadn't faded.